Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Sally Jack's TV mom, and this is the start of Frankie Jack's birthday. So we're off to fire and fodder for the evening. It is absolutely fantastic. So we're starting on Saturday the 14th and it's going to go right the way through. It's quite a long party, this one. I'll try and include everything in this vlog. So I did cover this in a vlog last year because we went for his birthday last year at this place. It's called Outdoor Elements and it's so superb. You make your own bread on your sticks. You have to light your own fire. It's at the back of Beyond and it looks like I'm a celebrity. Get me out of here. It is brilliant. And then Gary decided to put his Pennywise mask on. Frankie Jack is into clowns. Don't ask me how, don't ask me why. It's just a couple of YouTubers and he's really into it. He's not seen any horror movies or anything like that, but he loves them. So Gary's got a Pennywise mask. I've never seen these films because they frighten the heck out of me, but he just went into the woods to see the boys down by the river. Careful, Gary.
I know it's you, Daddy. I know it's you.
This is just having a quick look around at how beautiful it is. It really is. I can't believe you know, it's like in our area and you'd never even know it existed if nobody told you about it. It was actually my friend Sarah, who's in this clip now, that told me about it last year. A lot of school trips come down here with the kids and they're actually finishing, I do believe, doing trips like we're doing, where you can book on a Saturday night, which is such a shame because we will miss it because we do it every year for his birthday. Everything is cooked on an open fire. You order everything when you book on to do this trip. There's things like this for the kids to play on. You take their wellies down so they can paddle in the river. It's a really good night. You come out stinking of the fire, but it's just such a really memorable occasion. I'm so glad that we've done it. And then we walk out and I'm going to show you where everything is cooked in just a moment. But honestly, it is just, it's fascinating. It's the first time that my mum went this year, and when she turned up, she was blown away as well. Obviously the rest of the family had known about it because we were here last year, but this is the cooking area where they will cook your jacket potatoes, your sweet corn, etc. And then they put them into these boxes that can actually be thrown on the fire. Even your cutlery can, so kind of nothing goes to waste and everything, you know, can be burnt on the fire. But look how fabulous it is. So they do climbing trees and all sorts of things for kids throughout the week, and brownies and scouts, etc. It really is such a great place.
Zipper is absolutely loving the water. It's fab to see, absolutely fab.
So this was a trip to Blackpool that we did to check up on some bits and pieces that I might have wanted for Frankie Jack's birthday. We took the dogs as well. We had a great day. We went on one of the promenades as well. I still feel and still do even now, because this was a couple of weeks ago, feel quite nervy about doing anything like this. So I get into the bumper car and I thoroughly sterilise it with my Dettol wipes before we get into it. And this was just before masks were ruled out and you didn't need to wear them anymore. So, and I couldn't believe how many people weren't wearing their masks on the promenade. Anyway, we still had a great day. We still really enjoyed it. We didn't go on too many rides. Then we went round the shops to try and find things for the birthday party.
This is where we've just got a couple of toys from as well. Colin on pot balls just helped me out for Frankie Jack's birthday. Thank you, Colin.
You're welcome, love. Have a great party.
Thank you.
Get another carriage, so we're in a pink pretty princess, which is not Frankie Jack, but he's getting a horse and carriage ride in Blackpool. I've never done this before, but always wanted to do it, and because it was such a lovely day and our car was quite a walk away, we decided, and we had the dogs, we decided to take a horse and carriage. We couldn't get another colour, which was a bit gutting because I felt so sorry for Frankie Jack in a pink carriage, but he still really enjoyed it. It was just what was in the queue.
He's having a horse and cart in Blackpool. Hey?
This trip wasn't planned, but so glad we decided to do it when we got up that morning. What a beautiful day.
Oh! Okay, behind! Ah!
It's funny, look at this. They've got a pedal their own. It's called a pedal the prom. And obviously it's a hen party and they're drunk and they're singing. And then they've got to pedal while they're going. Very funny. Jack making some shells, chocolate shells for his birthday to go on his sweetie table.
We decided to have a trip to the zoo. Now I've always done, I've done Chester Zoo quite a few times, but I've always done Blackpool Zoo and always found it, I don't know, for me, the better zoo. Anyway, this time we decided to go to Chester Zoo, and I've never been in a sort of butterfly enclosure. I've always wanted to do it. Didn't realise it was at Chester Zoo. Anyway, stumbled across it. We didn't even get round the whole of Chester Zoo in the day. There just wasn't enough time. But went in this. It was sensational. And if I can catch them, because it's a bit difficult on camera, I'm trying to get them as they're all flying around, but it just was the most magnificent feeling. And there was these great big, huge blue butterflies. And they were the most beautiful thing I have ever seen. I'm hoping that, there we go. Now that doesn't even do it justice. It was the most gigantic thing, the biggest butterfly I've ever seen. And when you got to the end, once you walked through, because there were many butterflies flying around, but these were the most spectacular. These were the ones that were making everybody ooh and ah as they saw them as we went round. Luckily, I don't have a phobia. I know some people do with the fluttering of wings. It doesn't bother me at all. So just the beauty and spectacular sight of this was just unbelievable. And then when you got to the end, which you'll see, they had all the butterfly cocoons hanging up with all the different names on them. And then I just got one of those. Look at it. I was just mesmerized. But the camera just never does things justice, does it? It never shows it to the exact beauty of what it is. But like I say, always wanted to walk through one of these enclosures, so I was so pleased. There was some bits of the zoo that I missed out on in the day, there we go, that I was a little bit disappointed. Oh look, they're just spectacular, aren't they? I was a little bit disappointed with, we didn't see the giraffes in all its glory, but anyway, that just means that we'll just have to go back. It was a really good day for weather as well, as you can see, so it was really warm, so we did have a really good day. You'll just see another one here as we come to the end, as we come to the exit, and then can you see? Oh, it's just beautiful. That blue is so vivid as well. And then this is the chrysalis. I call it cocoons, but it's the chrysalis cabinet. So you can see them all sort of, and how they look and how they would, basically what they would hatch from. Very interesting, but it's so sad because they only live around about 3 months. Now look at this. Everybody was looking in this cage going, where is it? Where is it? And then I spotted the lizard and it's clung on because it just looks like a leaf. So everyone was like, what? Oh, it's there. But it's good fun. All good fun at the zoo when you've got to spot these kind of things, isn't it? Look at that. We go back to that beautiful butterfly once again. Really stunning. And my favourite animal at a distance, you can see the giraffes. What I've always wanted to do, I've always wanted to have that 45 minutes with a giraffe, you know, feeding them. And I found out that you can actually do it at Chester Zoo, so I really want to do it. It's like on my bucket list now. Then we went into an aquarium, and then one of my friends that I was with, Sarah, spotted the sloth, and it was so stuck in the tree. And I'll just give you an interesting fact. They come down for a poo once a week. We were laughing. Still water in a can from Chester Zoo. It's definitely the future. We don't sell plastic bottles here. It's all in cans. So spring still water in a can. It's like garlic bread. It's the future. It feels really weird, especially seeing children drink out of it. It looks like they're drinking pop or a beer. Let's have a look at that tongue, Frankie Jack. Go, nah. Another animal that I absolutely love is a penguin. I just find them so fascinating. And I love that film, Happy Feet. And the other one's Mr. Poppins, or not Mr. Poppins. You know, the one with Jim Carrey where he gets the penguins in his flat. I love that one as well. They're such lovely creatures, aren't they? And they just glide in the water. But I love them when they come out and they waddle. They're just really beautiful to see. So it's one of the ones that I always want to go and have a look at.
Jack, don't you just...
Come out the way, come out the way, come out the way.
Another one up there. Oh my god, there's a massive one. There's a massive one. Oh, look at that.
So we're out on a day trip today. We're going to Blackpool and we're going to have a look at the Red Arrows. So they're doing a special display on the Isle of Man. I think this is something to do with, would it be the TT races?
No. Not June.
Oh, I can't think what it is.
Probably Isle of Man Air Show.
Oh, Isle of Man
Air Show.
Bank Holiday Show. So they go over there and they do a couple of displays, but they set off from Blackpool Airport. So you don't see a display in Blackpool, but you see them flying over. So we're just going to go and have a look at that today. And the next air show that they're doing in Blackpool, I believe, is August the 5th and 6th next year. So that's 2022. So we're hoping that we'll get over for that, if I remember, and if we look in the right places at the right time. I've never seen them before. I've seen them fly over, but I've never seen them do a, you know, spectacular air show or anything like that. So we're going to go and have a look at that now, and we're going to go and do some paddling in the sea. We've also brought Frankie Jack's wetsuit as well. We have. We brought you a wetsuit. You said to bring a wetsuit, and we'll have a walk in the sand dunes as well. So we're having a day out today, and then when we get back, Frankie Jack will play with his friends, play a bit of football. You just have to excuse Sarah, who's going to be in the background of this because she screams and wets herself when they come on. That's Sarah. I'm very excited. Oh, they're setting off! They're coming! They're coming! They're coming, Frankie Jack, now. Have you got it up? Have you got it up full? Oh my gosh! Right, they're off and they're in the air.
Don't forget to move.
Can they not do a special turn for us now? Upside down! They're coming down! They're coming down! Here they go! Oh, woo! Oh my gosh! Wow! Oh, I don't know where to go with my camera! Woo! It's phenomenal!
So you fly from Kathmandu to a place called Lukla. If you're trekking up Everest, you fly from that, you go up to Summer.
So later on that night, we just popped out for some tapas in a bar, and all the doors were open. It was fabulous. We loved it. So today we're going back to Lytham because we went there last night after being at the beach all day, watching the red arrows, and the fun fair had finished. So we're going back today to actually go to the fun fair. So we're going to get there for 10 o'clock in the morning. But we've had a screaming abdab child this morning, which has been very disappointing.
Oh dear, you're on YouTube, Frankie Jack.
He's been naughty this morning. He's been really naughty, and we've said we're only going to the fun fair for you. We're not going for us. And anyway, he's calmed down a bit. So this had been advertised the day before, and we drove past it, and Frankie Jack's like, oh, I really want to go. So we decided to take his friend, but then when we got there, it was closed, and so one of the security guards for the day for Lytham had given us the wrong times. So of course we had two little boys that were really disappointed. That's why we ended up going out for something to eat, for tapas. So we went back the next day, and we had a really good day. He went on nearly every single ride, but I have to say, for Lytham, I expected this to be a little bit better than what it was. I was just a fraction disappointed with how it was. I just expected it to be better. But we still had a really good day. The kids really enjoyed it, and that's the main thing.
Don't be shy and give it a try. It's fun inside the crazy fun house.
I swear I expected Peter Kay to come out then. do you have a bucket list? I do, and one of those things on my bucket list was to go on a narrow boat and to hire one for a day. And I've tried to do it for the last couple of years and really struggled with it. Basically trying to get a day, you've got to like book 4 or 5 weeks in advance, and because we live in the UK, we never know what the weather's going to be like. Anyway, this particular day I managed to get one. I think it was 3 days before. It was absolutely fabulous. The weather was great. It wasn't really blazing sun, so we did have to put our coats on, but it wasn't awful. There wasn't a really bad wind, and it was dry. And it was such a fun day. We went with quite a lot of the family, and we took which you'll see in a moment. I didn't take enough footage of the afternoon tea that we did, but we spent a fortune on food. We took everything we could possibly want for breakfast, bit of box fizz, and we took board games for the kids to play. It was just a magnificent day. And what we did is we, is it cruised? You cruise down a canal? We cruised down the canal one way, turned round and then came back the other. So if you can see here, I had to clear out at the back, and if you get any weeds etc stuck, then it slows down the motor. So they teach you how to do this. So obviously I was hooking out all the nasty weeds etc from the back. Oh my gosh, I can't even tell you, you have to do this. This was such good fun. Not hooking out the weeds obviously, but it was such good fun being out on the boat for the day. We then, do you call it anchoring up? I don't know. Anybody that has the terminology, I do apologise, because I don't do this, so I don't know. But basically we anchored up, and we had afternoon tea as well, and we took some really lovely, one of my favourite champagnes, Verve, and we sat and had all sorts of sandwiches. Vicky was with us, and Vicky is so awesome with food. So we were having, honestly, it was incredible. We were having so much fun. And we took our little boom speakers, wonder speakers I think they're called, with us. We had some really great music on the boat as well. You'll see, I think I've got a little bit, but it's like kind of after after it's been done. Here was smoked salmon and cream cheese. She did some roast beef. We had chicken. We had the cheese ones. It really was absolutely superb. We took all paper plates, so then we could just whiz everything into the black bin bags afterwards. We had salad, rosé, and this is Frankie Jack just sorting out the ropes now when we're ready to move on. It really was. I highly recommend it. This was one of my most favourite days out this year. I've just thought it was wonderful. Obviously, apart from Frankie Jack's birthday, which was sublime. And the video is now ready, so I will be showing it you definitely this week. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. And I'll see you on the next vlog. Love you lots. Bye.